Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Chris Cooper, known as the Channel Guy Trader, and I'm reporting to you live from Wall Street Trading's Miami office down in sunny South Florida. Today's date is Thursday, October the 17th, 2013. And here is today's midday market update brought to you by WallStreetTrading.com. I want to first start by taking a look to see how the indices are trading for the session. So far for the day, we have the Dow Jones down 43 points. You could thank a lot of that to IBM's weak earnings and earnings reports there. The Nasdaq's up 15 and a quarter. The S&P is up 6. Taking a look at the bonds, the TLT is up 80 cents. The VIX is down a point and a half here. Taking a look at the commodity space, silver SLV up 56 cents today. JJC copper up 45, sorry, down 45 cents today. GDX gold miners up $1.14. GLD gold up pretty nice today. We talked about this yesterday in the after the bell market summary video, up $3.75. USO crude oil down 62 cents. Taking a look at the top sectors in the market based on the percent change from open, we have FAS at the top of the list, up 3.75% from the opening price. Therefore, those financials are strong from the opening. XHP home builders are up about 1.5%. TNA, the Russell 2000 is up 3.25%. XLB material stocks, and again another sector we've been talking about to look for the long slide opportunities. XLB up 1.25%. GDX gold miners are back strong again today. IYR real estate showing some strength, and the semi showing some strength. Um, don't really see any weak sectors, but I do see some weakness in crude oil, some weakness in the dollar, some strength in the euro, and the XLE, the energy stocks, are really not taking off that much today as some of the other key sectors. Aside from that, let's go ahead and take a look at the market, starting off with the 15-minute chart of the SPY. You can see that we broke above this little consolidation range that we had from yesterday's price action over here. Pretty much all the choppy action that we had in the afternoon. You can see we kind of traded in that range a little bit after the market closed and overnight. And then going into today's opening session here, we formed a nice little downward channel with a nice little W pattern. In that downward channel, we broke out, and we have not been able to pull back yet. The market's just been taking off, which is not a bad thing, of course. So we have been looking at some decent long opportunities in the market. For some of these some of these indexes and some of these equity trades have been moving up pretty nice. But you can see again the trend is pretty strong on the 50-minute chart of the ES ever since we broke this little downward channel. We chopped around there for a little bit, but the market just took off. We broke back above the previous day's close right here at 713.75. Broke back above the previous day's highs at 1717, and now we're hitting 17. We hit a high of 1723 today. 5-minute chart, got a nice little smooth trend on the 8 EMA. Prices respecting the 8 EMA. Again, the market has not traded this clean since I don't know how long. For the past 2.5 weeks, the market's been all over the place, and now today, since everything's been taken care of with the debt ceiling, the market is trading. Pretty strong today, pretty clean. Nice little smooth uptrend. What else? So, what are some stocks that we were looking at? Well, some stocks that we've been watching this morning, that some of us guys on the desk traded. You take a look at the coal sector, the coal stocks. You had BTU came out with good earnings this morning, and they gave us some good guidance. Stock shot up pretty nice, but then again, this looks pretty ugly now since they sold it off the highs. We did give you a nice little opening trade there on the BTU. Same thing for the WLT. We traded some WLT today. Traded a nice little opening move there. But these stocks are now starting to fade off of their highs. So keep those on watch and see if any dip buyers are still in those names. KERX, Kirk's, another little stock we talked about. Biotech had a nice little move yesterday during the intraday session as they got upgraded by two firms. And it got upgraded, and they didn't really come out with no news. All they said was positive comments from two different firms. So somebody knew that something was up. And of course, what do you know? The stock is up another 10% today. It was up 20% yesterday. It's up another 10% today. And they came out with some news this morning saying, I believe that one of their drugs were going to be featured in one of the presentations they have coming up for some healthcare or some event. Either way, the stock rallied off of that news today, and we're up another 10%. Again, there's always somebody that knows more than you, some inside information or something. The stock popped up 20% yesterday on some headline news about two upgrades with no specifics. Those specifics came out today. Anyway, this stock's in play. Kirk's, you got Netflix up decent today. What else? WDC up pretty decent today. Some technology stocks. Overall, again, the broad market's pretty strong. Going into the afternoon session here, you want to watch the 17. Let's see here. You want to watch to make sure that we hold above the 17 level of previous day's highs. If we start trading back below the previous day's highs, meaning that the daily chart's going to be giving us a little topping tail, you want to watch out to see if we're going to get a full reversal move back negative. I don't think that's going to happen, but you never know. But right now the trend is pretty strong. Let's see what's the all-time highs in the ES on the S&P 500 futures is up here around 1727 quarter. We're about 5 points away from hitting that, so I'm not sure if that's going to get hit today, but we'll see. All right. Keep an eye on this little trend line on the 5-minute chart. If the market's been trading pretty clean on the 8 EMA on the 5-minute chart, once we start holding below that 8 EMA, we could start to see some selling pressures. So use that as a gauge. We have the 28 moving average right here around 1720. Again, the previous day's high is 17. Previous day's close 1713. These are going to be different levels to watch if the market is starting to pull back down. But aside from that, the next target on the ES is back up towards the all-time highs around 1727 and a quarter. All right, so we'll see what happens from there. What else? IBM weak stock. This stock is had an ugly gap down, rallied off the lows a little bit, but now it's drifting sideways to lower. And that's about it, folks. Really don't see nothing too crazy going on, again, except for the Dow, again, showing relative weakness, and then the growth commodities, such as USO and copper, showing some weakness today, while the other safe haven commodities that have been acting pretty weak lately are catching a bit, such as the gold, the GDX, the miners, and silver. Have a great day, folks. I'll catch you guys for the after the bell market summary. Check us out on the website, wallstreettrading.com. Cheers.